All right, let me show you a little more how to work the math on figuring out these coins. So let's take sensory versus intuition, for example. So you got to know that's more of an advanced chess move. What you got to be ready for is this. A lot of sensory types are going to be better at intuition than most intuitives. And a lot of intuitive types are going to be better at sensory than most sensory types. Your mind is going to want to connect that if they're talking in facts and literal, they must be sensory. And if they're taking guesses, they must be intuitive. That's not going to work out 80% of the time. So looking at the Myers-Briggs here, it's like the definitions are actually pretty right on. Sensory, practical, down-to-earth, concrete, focus on the past, present, detail-oriented, literal. Yes, they're wanting to prove it, and then they'll do the guessing later. So everybody's doing both. Intuition, visionary, future-oriented, imaginative, conceptual, abstract, focus on meaning, read between the lines, guessing, summarizing, categorizing. Yes, but cannot everybody do both? Cannot the thinker also have feelings? Right? How would you know for sure? So the definitions of the letters, like intuition and feeling and thinking and sensory, these are going to be applying to everybody. These are not like the human needs, where one cannot do the other. The DI cannot talk about others in great detail. Now, the intuitive types can give you sensory facts, and the sensory types can do the intuition. See that? That's where it gets tricky. So what you first want to get out of the way are the human needs. That's the ones that are going to prove it. That's the ones you can stand on. Take Shani's type, for example. She has more intuition than most people. She knows psychology better than anyone. Her NI goes a million miles, right? But how do you catch the coins here? She's also Savior OE. That's what you can see with Shani. So OE plus personal intuition equals Savior SE. When I'm typing clients, I'm typing celebrities and stuff, about half the time I'm like, wow, I would have never thought that Bruce Limpton was actually Savior SI, because that guy has got so much crazy NE going all over the place. Bruce Limpton, Dr. Mike, those two right there are FE SI. Now they're going to have more NE than almost anybody you meet. And all the rest of these people here on the slide, most of them there are FE NE. They're all jumpers. They're all Savior NE. But you can see the difference between the OE and the OI. Bruce and Dr. Mike, even though they have more NE and more intuition than anybody, they still have a box. They still have a walls of Jericho. They still have a routine that they're coming back to in a Savior state. See the math equations underneath this? So it doesn't really matter which coin you start with. I highly recommend DI and DE, observer, decider, and introvert extrovert. I'll be talking about that one sometime. Those three have such great math. So in conclusion, the letters, everyone's going to have everything. Be ready for the switcheroo when it comes to the letters. So before you're asking, is this person sensory or intuition, go after the angle of, is this person organizing and then gathering, or gathering and then organizing? The homework is you go into the celebrity archive, you find a few people that are Savior OI, Savior OE, also take note of sensory and intuition, and then you have to find people you like, because you got to watch a lot of them until you can download and see those patterns for yourself, and you will be able to see them.